Hello, my kin. My name is Kin Ping, but you can call me Kin. And I'm finally doing another tier list. It feels like it's been like, I don't know, half a year or something since I've done a tier list. So it's really nice to be back doing a tier list, which is really fun because I just sit here and chill and talk for like an hour, which is awesome. As you guys have probably seen by the thumbnail and title of this video, this is about me beating up the whole Fnaf roster. Well, it's not the whole roster, but it's got a lot of characters here. Once again, like I say with all my tier lists, this list was not created by me. Obviously, thanks to this person here, if you guys can see this on the screen, but thanks to this person here for creating this tier list, and I'm going to use it to make a video. So yes, this is about me beating up Fnaf animatronics. And so I'll go through these tiers here and tell you like how different they are and what does it mean if I put an animatronic in a certain tier. So easy win means I could just defeat them. It doesn't necessarily mean with my bare hands, but it means I don't need like a weapon like a crowbar or a machete or anything like that, you know? Like I could, like using a table, like smashing them repeatedly into a table, that's an easy win because I don't have a weapon. It's just environmental, right? And so win with a weapon is when I need like a crowbar and stuff. So when I say weapon, I don't mean guns or flamethrowers or RPGs or anything like that. I simply mean like at the most, maybe a two-handed greatsword or some shit. I just mean simple weapons. Well, simple things that could be weapons. You know, like zombie apocalypse kind of weapons, like a baseball bat and a crowbar and a machete and a sledgehammer, that kind of stuff. That's what I mean by weapons. So if I could beat an animatronic with a weapon, it'll go there. And then difficult win means, well, it'll probably mean it's a difficult win with a weapon. There'll be maybe one or two rare cases where I could beat an animatronic, but it'd be difficult without a weapon. But difficult win means it'd be hard, but I'd still come out on top. Close defeat means, well, I'd lose, but it'd be really close. I could do some good damage, maybe take one of their arms or something like that. And then defeat means, yeah, they obviously won. Maybe I did a tiny bit of damage, but nothing really to write home about. Then absolutely destroyed means, well, I get absolutely destroyed and I don't stand a chance. So, those are the tiers. This video is going to be really egotistical. I'm just taking the piss. Obviously, I don't think I could actually physically beat any single animatronic. Maybe some of the really small ones from Sister Location. But yeah, this is just me making fun of Fnaf because the games scare me a lot. Obviously, there'll be some cool talk about Fnaf during the video, but this intro has gone way too long. I'm really sorry, guys. I will actually get into it now. And first, we've got Freddy himself, the big Fredster. Could I take him out? He's pretty solid, you know, and there's nothing I could like rip off him to fight him. So I couldn't like take off his hat and then beat him to death with his hat, right? So I definitely need a weapon, that's for sure. I definitely need a weapon, but I don't think it'd be difficult because Freddy's like, you know, he's the stereotypical, he's the slow animatronic. He's always the last to come out in FNAF 1. So I think if I had a weapon, it would actually be really easy. I'd just smash his head in. He'd stand no chance because he's got his fists, but those aren't sharp. And his jaw is like the only thing I actually have to look out for. But that would be easy to smash anyway. So I think this is a win with weapon. I like Freddy as much as you guys do. But if I had a sledgehammer and this guy was charging at me, I'd destroy him. Next we have Bonnie. This is going to be controversial, right? This is going to be controversial. But this is an easy win. It's really simple what you got to do to destroy Bonnie. You just climb on his back because he's really slow, then rip off one of his ears and then use that against him. You just stab one of his ears through his eyes or something like that and it's easy. I think that's the best way to do it without needing a weapon. I mean, ripping off the ears would be a little bit hard, but it'd be pretty straightforward. You just got to practice. Chica. Now, Chica is really difficult because Chica has the cupcake. And yes, for all Chicas, if they have a cupcake or something like that, I'm going to fight the cupcake as well. So, I'm fighting Chica and the cupcake. And I don't think I would be able to defeat both with my bare hands. So this is no just nowhere near an easy win. But if I had a weapon, not something like a sledgehammer, something like a baseball bat or crowbar where I could whack the cupcake away so it like hits the wall and maybe just dies, then I could go to town on Chica. Because Chica by herself, she ain't hard to defeat. It's just the cupcake. So I think that's a win with a weapon. Okay, now Foxy is difficult. I'm going to put him in difficult win. Hear me out. I think I could still beat him. He can run, and he has a hook, and he's got like a big jaw. But even with the weapon, I feel like I could defeat him. I feel like if he didn't somehow disarm me, with his hook, like he didn't pull my weapon out of my hand or something, I could still defeat him. Because these Fnaf 1 animatronics aren't exactly the most mobile, and I could like run circles around them. Even though I'm not the fittest guy out there, I feel like I could still avoid a Fnaf 1 animatronic and do some damage. Okay, Golden Freddy. Now this is really confusing. If he doesn't kill me with a teleporting jump scare, I should be able to defeat him, right? But then that's assuming that Freddy is like physical. I mean Golden Freddy, sorry. That's assuming that Golden Freddy is physical. Like he's actually there. He's not like a ghost or like a hallucination like the FNAF 3 ones. So I'm not sure where I'm gonna put him. I feel like if he appears suddenly, that would jump scare me. Obviously, I'd get like a big fright from that. And so if it didn't kill me and he turned out to be physical, that would still throw me off slightly. So I think that's a close defeat. Just because I'm not sure exactly what Golden Freddy's power level is. There's probably hundreds of videos out there discussing that. But because I'm not 100% sure, I think I'll be humble and I'll put it in close defeat. Toy Freddy, oh my god, this is easy. I'd just repeatedly slam his head against a desk over and over. He'd stand literally no chance. Toy Bonnie, that's easy as well. I just pick them up by the legs and slam them against a wall. Toy Chica. Now, Chica always has to be the odd one out. She has to have the goddamn cupcake with her, which is a little bit annoying. I feel like I could maybe defeat Toy Chica and the, muffin cupcake, whatever it is, without a weapon. But I think I'll be safe and go with weapon, just in case. Now, it took me a long time to actually decide how I'd defeat Mangle. Mangle is fast and would be difficult to deal with, but they're weak. Like, if you see them, they're really weak. They're weaker than all the other animatronics. If I had a weapon, I could destroy all of her limbs and then absolutely annihilate him. It's just catching her would be hard, but once I have him, I'd destroy him. So, difficult. Balloon Boy, dude, I would cripple Balloon Boy. I would absolutely destroy him, bro. He has nothing that could hurt me. His hands are just like blunt objects that could do blunt trauma, but he wouldn't get that close. I could hit him in the face repeatedly before he could even get close. That is a really, really easy win. And then JJ, obviously, that's just the same as Balloon Boy. The puppet. You guys would think that'd be really hard, but no, it'd be easy. You just keep the music box wound up and then you destroy them. And if they tried to fight back, I think I'd still destroy them. It'd just be like Toy Bonnie. I'd just throw them against a wall. So it's an easy win. Withered Freddy. Okay, we're getting to the, the slightly more advanced ones. Withered Freddy. I think I would be able to do some damage with my bare hands. You got to keep in mind these are like broken down, less robust versions of the FNAF 1 animatronics. So I feel like I could do some damage. I definitely need a weapon to finish him off. So I'll put him in win with weapon. Withered Bonnie has literally lost his face and he can't bite me. He's lost his main, weapon. And he's got a really vulnerable exoskeleton, so I would just destroy him. I probably wouldn't even need a weapon for him. I'd just slam him against a wall. Or, throw a chair at him or something, and he'd just get destroyed. I just want to say, I really do love Withered Bonnie's, design. I think Withered Bonnie's design is so cool. People think it's stupid because he just got his face removed, but I think it's done so well because his face is removed, but he still has a face, if you know what I mean. And obviously he's got the endoskeleton or he's got the endoskeleton underneath. But when you look at that image, that is terrifying. Like, the withered animatronics are done so well, apart from Foxy. I don't like Foxy, but the withered animatronics are done so well. And that brings me to withered Chica. Probably my favorite designed animatronic in all of Fnaf. Withered Chica is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. And her voice from Ultimate Custom Night, that thing scares me shitless. It's terrifying. But anyway, she basically has electrical whips as hands. Well, if they are still electrified, but you know, she could do some damage with those. And she's got a massive mouth that could easily crush my head. There's no way I could beat her with my bare hands. But if I had a weapon, I think I'd have a medium chance of defeating her if I had a weapon, as long as I avoid the wires and stuff. I think I would win. Be really difficult, but I would win. And also, since her mouth is so big, it actually gives me the opportunity to, if I hit her mouth side on with a crowbar or something, I could possibly take her whole head off, because her mouth itself isn't actually that robust. Withered Foxy, basically just a less durable version of Foxy, and that's the reason I could defeat him a lot easier than the original Foxy if I had a weapon. So basically my hits do more damage on him because he's already like half broken down. So win with weapon. Golden Freddy is a mystery to me, I gotta be completely honest. But going by the logic we went last time, physically he's a lot weaker than the OG Golden Freddy, and the same rule applies, right? He still has the ability to possibly like destroy me before I even like lift a finger, but if I get to him, that's where it's different with OG Golden Freddy. I feel like putting him in difficult win is fair because he's weaker. Okay, now we got Shadow Bonnie. Now, I'm not even sure if Shadow Bonnie is physical. I mean, if he was, I might be able to stand a chance against him. But in the FNAF AR game, which is his biggest appearance, because I haven't played it myself, but I've seen people playing it, he seems to control Remnant. And I feel like if he was physical, I could hit him, but it actually wouldn't do much to him. He controls Remnant, so what can I do against that? I can't do anything against that. That's why I think I'd get absolutely destroyed. And then we got Shadow Freddy as well. The same as Shadow Bonnie, basically. He would probably just insta-kill me, because in FNAF world, all his abilities are basically insta-kill abilities. So I feel like you just look at him and die. Paper Pals, they're literally paper. I win. Springtrap, okay. Like I said with the Chica and stuff, Springtrap is an amazing design. He's really, really, really cool. Like, I truly love Springtrap's design. But he's slow, man. And he's a little bit stupid, being lured by all those sounds throughout, like, 5 nights in FNAF 3. So, I think I could totally take him. I would need a weapon, though, because if I tried to punch him, I'd probably get a disease. And honestly, I don't want to get a disease from Springtrap. That sounds horrible. So, win with weapon. Then we got the Phantoms. I'm going to do the Phantoms as like one character because they're all effectively the same. They're just reskins of the original versions. So we know for sure that these animatronics are just hallucinations that can't actually kill you. So, I mean, I would technically win. They can only really mess with computer systems and like lights and ventilation and stuff like we've seen in FNAF 3. So I think technically I would win. Given enough time, though, they would probably drive me crazy. But in, like, a small battle, you know, I'd just leave the restaurant or something. So I think that's an easy win. Okay, now we got Nightmare Freddy. Even by himself, he's a really considerable enemy. He has sharp claws and teeth. I think I could do some damage if I had a weapon, but there is no way I'd actually be able to defeat him. You got to keep in mind, he's got the Freddles as well, and they are just way too annoying. I think in a good fight, if I did my best against Freddy and his Freddles, I could probably take maybe 1 or 2 Freddles before I just get destroyed. So that's going in defeat. Okay, I just had to change the video so you guys can get a better look, because I am very well aware that this tier list is going to get really big. Anyway, we are on to Nightmare Bonnie. Okay, so he should actually be really hard to defeat because he's like a nightmare animatronic, but he has a massive gap in his chest, And I feel like if I hit him there with a weapon, it would do a lot of damage. And his head is already really damaged as well. So if I landed a hit there, I'd probably destroy one of his eyes or something. So I think it would actually be pretty easy. I would probably get damaged a little bit, but, you know, I'd destroy him. Nightmare Chica. The cupcake is once again a serious problem with this fight. I think I could take Chica by herself, like Nightmare Bonnie, but with the cupcake, it'd be way too hard. And this time, the cupcake actually has teeth, so if I get hit by the cupcake and it sinks its teeth into me, I'd probably get destroyed. But I'd lose. I know I'd lose, but I think I'd put up a good fight. Like, I'd probably destroy the cupcake. Now we got Nightmare Foxy. He just has such a big jaw that I wouldn't be able to actually get that close to him. Looking out for his hook and for his bite would just be really hard, and I'd have to damage him a lot. I feel like I could defeat him. Possibly I could defeat him eventually, but it'd take me a couple goes, so I'm putting it in close defeat. Nightmare Fredbear. I stand absolutely no chance against Nightmare Fredbear. He would destroy me. His claws and teeth are so big, and he looks like he's way more robust than like any other of the Nightmare animatronics. I would not stand a chance. Nightmare. Nightmare looks weak. I mean, it looks like if I hit him, he'd just break, but that's probably not the case. And that being said, I'm not sure if that would actually defeat him. He is technically just the same as Nightmare Fredbear, but I think I could do some damage, so I'd put him in defeat. Plush Trap. Easy. I just slam him against a wall. Jacko Bonnie. He's a reskin of Nightmare Bonnie, and there isn't really that much that makes him different apart from like the recolor, so win with weapon. Jacko Chica. This is annoying, but the thing is, the pumpkin makes the fight way easier. The pumpkin can't bite me. With that out of the way, I could really win this fight. It'd just be difficult if Chica like threw the pumpkin at me. Nightmare Mangle. I think I could beat him. It would be a little harder than the original Mangle because like she has more sharp teeth, but I think it's still winnable. Night Marionette, there is no way. There is absolutely no way I could harm this guy. I completely give up. Okay, Nightmare Balloon Boy. He would be a challenge because of his massive mouth, but I think it would be easy to break. And it's really the only thing I have to worry about. His hands aren't actually strong enough for me to have to deal with, and they're not sharp either. So I could probably break his hands and then knock the top of his head off, I think. Mendo. Now, I had to Google this guy. I got no idea who Mendo is, so yeah, it's a mystery to me. I honestly, I do not know who Mendo is. I think he's from Fnaf World. But it would be an easy win, clearly. We could argue that Dee Dee has the ability to like summon others, because obviously in Ultimate Custom Night, whenever she appears, she's summoning other animatronics. So technically she might have the ability to summon people like Shadow Bonnie. If she did, I'd be absolutely destroyed. But this is just a one-on-one between me and Dee Dee, and that would be really easy. Okay, guys, I think we'll pause there. I'm actually getting a little bit hungry, so I'll probably record the next part in a little bit. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is just me, I don't know, ranting about FNAF animatronics and stuff. If you guys enjoyed this part 1 of beating up FNAF animatronics, then please consider liking and subscribing. It will really help my channel get big, and I can make more videos like this and all that good stuff. So let me know if you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, my kin.